My child, a deep shift is now unfolding. It is not merely happening in your surroundings, but also within your very core, touching your deepest reflections and the rhythm of your days, giving them a new sense of importance, a greater meaning. This month is not a typical stretch of days. This is a crucial season, a time when I draw closer to you, when the promptings of your genuine direction start to emerge, and the divide between your present reality and your potential narrows. If you have listened closely to your inner being recently, you have already perceived it. You have understood that something momentous was drawing near. Tell me, my child, have your dreams seemed altered lately? Do you awaken with a powerful, lingering sense that something substantial is forming? Have you perceived a spiritual closeness that you cannot fully identify? If this resonates with you, know that you are not by yourself. You might be surprised by how many others have noticed these same indications, experienced the same internal call. Your deepest self is recognizing its intended course. This is the precise moment for that recognition. And there is a specific day this week, my precious child, that holds an exceptional spiritual weight. I tell you this with clear purpose. This day will stand apart. It might bring a heightened feeling, perhaps even a touch of apprehension. Do not pull back from it. Do not disregard it. Pay attention. Stay receptive. Anticipate remarkable outcomes. The remaining months of this year will bear little resemblance to its start. And to everyone who has paused to share their compassion, to give a gentle comfort, to raise another's spirit, I express my gratitude. Even if every act of kindness cannot be individually recognized, understand that you are noticed, you are always accompanied, you are supported, and you are being led. My safeguarding, grace, and guidance are with you. If you have experienced unease, worry, emotional shifts, or an unusual burst of energy without clear reason, this explains it. You are stepping into a spiritual domain where the force is increasing, not to overpower you, but to purify what no longer benefits your ultimate well-being. You are transitioning into a period that demands more than mere good wishes. This month has just commenced its journey, but already something profound has begun to stir. I am not present to maintain your comfort in your previous state. The aspect of you that desired more, that sought advancement, that wished for a significant shift, even when you did not fully comprehend the demands of the journey. Now the response is appearing, and it does not always manifest as a tranquil gift. At times it arrives as alteration, rearrangement, unease, detachment, or stillness. This week might feel like an unforeseen halt you did not expect. Immediate decisions may present themselves swiftly. Feelings could rise and fall without notice. Individuals you thought dependable might begin to move away, but do not fear. Do not misinterpret these changes. I am not inflicting hardship upon you. I am placing you where you need to be. And if you sense that something from deep inside you is about to surface, that is precisely what is happening. This is a time of profound inner labor, spiritual in its essence. You might seem the same externally, with no outward indications, yet internally, a thorough rearrangement is occurring. This is why your core supports are being agitated. Past behaviors are being challenged and former restrictions are fading away. And truly, my child, if you attempt to cling to what no longer benefits you, you will feel constrained. You are being made new. This week is not meant to revisit your history. It is not inquiring about your former self. It is unveiling the person you are growing into. And this transformation does not occur without resistance. The spiritual environment is changing. Forces are intensifying that no longer permit delay or uncertainty. They require clear vision, bravery, and advancement. If you have been postponing, this week will feel challenging. If you have been concealed, this week might bring it to light. But not to cause you embarrassment, my precious one, but to grant you liberation. Your internal awareness may feel sharpened. My holy presence is carefully aligning your life with exactness. You are being softly led, reoriented, even pulled toward what I define as your spirit's authentic course. This distinct journey is one your soul alone can completely identify. Substantial progress frequently arises not from ease. It comes through yielding, often when all that is known starts to come apart. So yes, you might feel as if you are on unsteady footing, yet this foundation is consecrated. This week, more than any other period this year, concerns change brought about by heightened experience. My hidden touch is forming your existence. Permit it to exert influence. Permit it to direct. Permit it to release what no longer serves. You are not being dismantled. You are being constructed. And what awaits you beyond this threshold? Not simply a prize, not just a sudden realization. There arrives a stage in your journey where what once brought ease no longer offers belonging. This is not due to your shortcomings, but because you have surpassed it. This is that precise juncture. If you attempt to compel yourself back into former positions, outdated thought patterns, or past routines that your inner self has already transcended, the opposition will be considerable. Know this, my child. What seems like a barrier is not a refusal. It is a redirecting. When paths appear to close or things fade away, that is not a breakdown. It is my careful arrangement, not a mistake. This particular time holds deep spiritual significance. You may feel things becoming less rigid, not to dismay you, but to set you right. Interests you once held dear might lessen. Conversations may seem shallow. Duties may feel burdensome, or familiar places may suddenly feel strange. This is not simple tiredness, my beloved child. This is your inner being aligning with its true direction. You are changing, my child, and your surroundings will reflect this. The more openly you accept these shifts, the sooner your journey will match the inner wisdom your spirit already holds. In moments like these, I might quicken your pace, or lead you to quiet contemplation, depending on what your inner self needs for the coming period. Neither way is better than the other. I might be urging you forward, or quieting the world so you can finally hear me. Both come from me. Do not see confusion. This is my steady hand guiding you, clearing what no longer serves your true purpose. Beneath the strong feelings of this time, my cherished one, a valuable understanding awaits you. It might arrive swiftly, a deep knowing inside you, a choice that seems to appear from nowhere but brings profound peace. This is more than just a feeling, my child. You do not need grand displays. This period is not just difficult, it is sacred. It is an opening, a doorway to significant change. If you have thought about starting fresh, releasing what no longer serves your sacred calling, or letting go of burdens, now is the moment, my beloved. You might feel a strong urge to establish something fresh, to depart from a place, to change your surroundings, to purify your being, and to start over with a new outlook and clear purpose. That inner urge is not random. It is my perfect timing unfolding for you. Many believe great changes begin with dramatic events, yet often they start with a soft prompting, a desire for quiet moments, an unexpected urge to move your body, to prepare for a journey, to connect with another, to bring something to a close, or to truly start something new. And when your spirit calls out, those who are wise pay attention. Understand this, my precious one. This clear opportunity will not last forever. The chance is here, but only for a limited time. Those who hesitate might miss the very moment they have sought. This is a time when your willingness to act is more important than knowing every detail. Your understanding of the journey will grow as you move. Therefore, if something resonates with you this week, no matter how small or unusual it seems, do not ignore it. Do not think about it too long. Simply take action. I do not show you the entire journey when your trust is enough to guide your next step. Let your actions precede your full understanding. This is your chance, my child, to connect with the self that already holds the knowledge of its true direction, the self I have already been preparing. All I ask of you now is your acceptance, your affirmation. Not all messages are meant for your waking ears. Some insights arrive in quiet moments. Some guidance comes through your dreams. Should your nighttime visions appear clearer, carry more significance, or resonate more profoundly than is typical, understand this, my beloved child. You are not merely conjuring them. You are genuinely being given insight. Since the start of this month, the very atmosphere around you has shifted. In the still hours of night, something profound has awakened. For many, sleep has been broken, restless, disturbed, or unusually clear. Do not simply believe this is due to sleeplessness or worry. The separation is lessening, not only to a few, but to many. This is not an isolated event. It is not accidental. It is happening across the world, subtly, yet in perfect harmony. People from different backgrounds who have never met are experiencing similar images, figures, places, and even number patterns in their dreams. This is not a mistake. Throughout time, dreams have been more than just mental activity. When I speak through dreams, it is not merely to give information. It is to guide your path and reshape your journey. You are being introduced to a deeper level of your life's true calling. That is not just your mind creating, my child. It is your inner self being touched by the divine. At this moment, the flows of communication and inner sight are coming together. This means your logical thoughts might feel less certain, but your inner knowing will grow stronger. Your imagination this week is not a distraction. It is a way for truth to be shown. You might feel your waking thoughts are scattered, yet your dream experiences are ordered, clear, and perfectly aligned with my timing. These impressions may not yet be clear, but they hold the essence of guidance for situations that are approaching, though not yet here. And then there is the fourth day of this month, a time often overlooked in spiritual awareness. Yet this year, it holds the power of a deep inner shift. Not a great upheaval seen by the world, but one arising from the depths of your spirit. This is not about earthly loyalties. It is about the freedom of your spirit. This is the moment when something held for a long time breaks free. Restrictions you did not even realize you carried. Patterns you followed without conscious choice. The ways you've conducted your life, perhaps from ingrained habit, a quiet worry, or what you felt was required, are undergoing a deep change. Even if you don't voice it aloud or shed tears, a fresh truth is rising within you, my cherished one. An unshakable knowing, a sharp perception, a quiet defiance. For some, this will show up as finally declining something after years of agreeing out of a sense of unease. For others, it might be stepping away from a role, an obligation, or a pattern of behavior that no longer suits you. This inner shift won't always be loud, but its presence will be clear. You will sense it deep inside, in your outward manner, in your gaze when you look at yourself and realize, I am not bound to continue this path. This is not merely a figure of speech, my child. This is direct guidance. True liberation is not given by outside structures. It is found by your spirit. And in this period, that retrieval begins, not through struggle, but through inner recognition. This deep inner change will also affect your connections with others. Some of you will stop playing parts you were given long ago without your true consent. You will question ideas, actions, and understandings, some emotional, some spiritual, some mental, that you never truly agreed to but kept up out of routine. This might bring a sense of unease, but it will also lead to peace. Freedom does not always appear as an escape. Sometimes it is a profound discovery. And within that moment of realization, the inner voice you sense may sound unlike your familiar thoughts. Do not be surprised, my child, if your inner self begins to stir before your mind fully grasps it. That sudden warmth you feel within your chest, the quiet restlessness that awakens you at night, the clear inner sense that cuts through an ordinary moment, leaving you with a profound impression. These are not signs of stress or tiredness. They are not tied to your sleep patterns or what you consume. This is your deeper self preparing to come forth. Especially as we move further into this month, you may notice these shifts grow stronger. You might feel surges of energy without a clear reason or sudden strong emotions, joy, sorrow, or unease that seem separate from your daily life. Your spirit has long awaited this moment of release. This is not a struggle, it is a profound liberation. In the stillness of night, particularly around the transition from the third to the fourth, your dreams may begin to show you images of limits, openings, or restrictions. These are not random visions. They are sacred messages, revealing what is being released and what is being reawakened within you. I often work not by adding more to who you are, but by gently removing what was never truly yours to carry. This week, do not be surprised if you wake and feel unfamiliar in your own presence. Your aims might seem distant. Your feelings might be muted or intensely sensitive. You might observe your existence and question the path that led you to this point. That is not a mistake, my precious one. It is a reshaping. Your soul is undertaking something your conscious mind cannot yet grasp. It is renewing your inner workings. Sometimes this means losing interest in things that once held your full attention. Conversations you found engaging may now bore you. People who once shaped your world may begin to feel far away, like faint echoes from a past you no longer inhabit. You are not broken, my child. You are being redefined. It is a subtle process, yet deeply impactful. You might unexpectedly smile at the foolishness of matters that once caused you distress, or be deeply moved by a beauty you previously overlooked. You might suddenly long for quiet after years of noise, or for connection after a long period alone. This is an inner adjustment. That version of you does not carry the same burdens. It does not seek the same approval. It simply exists as it is. And that is the true self beginning to surface now. You might feel drawn to new paths, places you have never visited, yet somehow recall. This is not following a trend, my beloved one. This is I revealing the fuller identity I placed within you. When these thoughts arise, thoughts that seem overly daring, strikingly truthful, or intensely aligned with your genuine self, do not suppress them. These are insights from the future I am preparing for you, impressions breaking through as signs of my perfect timing. And yes, it might feel strange, even foreign. You may feel like an unfamiliar character in your own unfolding story. But do not shrink from that discomfort, my child. Allow it to settle. Permit it to shatter the misconception that you are obliged to remain in previous structures merely because they are known. This is not a mere change in appearance. It is a profound renewal. This is a profound internal transformation, affecting every part of your being, from your fundamental understanding to your deepest convictions. So listen, not with your outer ears, but with your inner knowing. Notice what stirs your spirit without clear reason, what draws you powerfully, even when it makes no sense to your mind. That is your soul remembering why it came. That is the inner truth revealing itself. And when that truth reveals itself, it does not merely appear, it bursts forth. It does not arrive quietly like most days. It does not wait its turn in the calendar. It comes through like a powerful shift in the very atmosphere, bold and undeniable, stirring depths that have long appeared calm on the surface. It does not simply bring energy. It unleashes a powerful current, The air feels different. Time seems to move differently, and your deeper self perceives it even before your conscious thought can identify it. Around this day, do not be surprised if your emotions begin to rise like an unexpected tide. Grief that was carefully stored away, anger that has simmered beneath polite composure, shame you believed you had buried long ago. A single sentence might trigger a cascade. A small irritation could lead to a necessary confrontation. You may find yourself speaking words that have waited months to be expressed. Do not dismiss these inner stirrings, my precious child. Do not evaluate them. There is a holy influence at play, one that presses gently yet firmly upon your inner sensibilities. This is not a collapse. It is an unfolding of understanding. In the unseen realms, something precise is aligning, a deep resonance that shakes away any dullness and pierces through what is untrue. It is not here to cause you harm, but to reveal where old patterns have settled in places you have hesitated to explore. Though it may bring unease, understand that you are not undergoing chastisement. You are being made receptive for my light to reach those aspects of yourself that have remained unspoken. Even your surroundings may begin to reflect this intensity, or time itself might feel stretched or compressed. And no, my child, you are not imagining it. This is not fear taking hold. This is your inner perception becoming clearer. The veil between realms feels less dense around this time, and the atmosphere is alive with quiet wisdom for those willing to perceive. Throughout history, there have been periods when the natural world responded to my presence. My presence does not always announce itself with gentle comfort. Sometimes it comes as a profound vibration, just enough to rouse your spirit from its rest. This day is one of those times, a moment for deep inner awakening. This is the time to pause and discern. Find a quiet moment. Let a small flame guide your thoughts. Seek answers from your heart. Look deeply into your own gaze until you see beyond the surface. It is my quiet direction speaking through your inner knowing. Some will feel overwhelmed by this intensity. My child, this unfolding requires your full awareness. It asks for an open heart, willing to accept what is true. You are no longer meant to pretend connection with those who only knew who you once were. That period has concluded. The self who endured draining interactions, who kept quiet to avoid trouble, who diminished your light for security, that self is now complete. Some bonds will not break with harshness. They will simply lessen. Others will yield under the weight of truth. Each outcome is blessed, my child. Each is essential. For growth demands room, and your spirit is now making space for what lies ahead. Yes, you may experience a blend of peacefulness and sorrow. You might even find tears falling for someone you no longer feel close to. These are not accidental, my child. These are arrivals, perfectly timed with your own ascent. But do not expect these new bonds to fit your old expectations or make sense to your logical mind. They will not meet the criteria your former self once sought. And here is a vital truth, my child. Do not pursue what is departing. Do not shrink your true self to make others comfortable. Never apologize for the growth you have attained through every challenge you have overcome. Letting go is not abandonment. It is a powerful start. You are not turning away from individuals. But if they cannot share your spiritual path, they will simply step back from your journey. This is not dismissal. It is a clear, sacred intention. You might gaze upon someone you once held dear and ponder, who was I in that time? Such is the swiftness of this current. Your life's path is arranging itself moment by moment. Every encounter, every exchange, every meeting now serves either to confirm your path or to invite release. And should you feel a sense of being alone, my child, understand it is not isolation. It is a time of quiet readiness. Your being is being cleared to welcome something sacred, something destined, something assured, and it is approaching. This present time holds sacred guidance. It may not always be obvious, but it is shown to hearts open in trust and acceptance. You might feel drawn in many directions, but understand this, my precious one. This is not disorder meant to confuse you. This is a deep inner examination, an unseen moment of truth where the divine draws near, not to observe your actions, but to witness how you respond. For in this moment, your reactions show your readiness. The real test is not where you expect it to be. It is not found in your daily tasks, your grand aspirations, or even your quest for wholeness. The challenge is quieter, profound, and deeply personal. It lies in the instant you feel misunderstood and want to explain yourself. It is in the pause you take before responding to difficulty. It is in your quiet presence when noise demands your attention. Things will come up, seeming important, like unseen barriers. Unexpected disagreements, small challenges, times of deep unease. Individuals may project their own unresolved pain onto you. A companion might struggle. A new acquaintance might misunderstand your words. Even simple things may falter, or your arrangements may unravel. But listen carefully, my child. Not every circumstance needs your direct involvement. Some of this is simply a diversion meant to draw your focus, not because you are weighed down, but because you are being refined. I am guiding you through a time of inner growth, my child. It is a moment to see clearly what no longer serves your path with me. What truly matters is how you respond when things are unsettled, not just when life is calm. The real challenge is not the unrest around you, but the inclination to involve yourself in conflicts that are not meant for you. This is where past ways of reacting can resurface. I speak of that familiar pull to explain everything repeatedly, my child, that ingrained tendency to rescue others, or the urge to add one final thought to someone who chooses to misunderstand you. Do not revisit these old responses. They have served their purpose. Some who stir up discomfort around you this week may not even realize they are being moved by forces beyond their knowing. They act from their own unhealed places, guided by unseen currents that detect your sensitive points. They will touch upon areas you thought were completely settled. They will press against the part of you that still feels a need to respond. And here, my child, is where your true strength is revealed. Not in fixing things, nor in endless explanations, but in moving ahead with inner peace. So, when unease appears, ask yourself, is this truly mine to carry? Or is it simply an invitation to find my stillness? For the instant you choose not to engage with the noise, my child, your clear path will emerge. When you turn away from what distracts you, something fresh becomes available. A deep understanding that awaited your peaceful presence. A way forward opens, not because you struggled harder, but because you showed your capacity to hold on to your inner balance. That is when true insight comes. The clear sight, the correct path, the change you could not force through effort. Understand this well, my child. This particular week is unlike any other. It is the very beginning moment for who you are becoming. This month did not merely start, it stirred something deep within you. These months are guided by a hidden intention, waiting for your decisions to show their full significance. This week is the initial spark for a fresh phase. Every choice you make now, what you voice, what you delay, what you allow, what you confront, what you release, will reach far into your coming days. These choices are sacred guideposts, forming the next 90 days of your life. Think of it as a divine pattern, my child. Your inner resolve, coupled with a clear aim, leads to visible manifestation. This week, your heart serves as the primary gateway, more so than at any other time. Your choices regarding what you accept or release will establish the direction of your upcoming phase. Be watchful, my beloved. Be deliberate. Be quiet if quietness helps you feel whole. But above all, be true to the person you are evolving into. For these next 3 months are already open to your growth. My child, as you stand here now, know that a fresh period truly lies ahead. What you have learned must now be put into practice. Just knowing a truth without living it does not lead to progress. The gentle wisdom I have placed in your heart is not just for thinking about or remembering. It is meant to guide your everyday actions, to show itself in the decisions you make. You do not need sudden, grand changes to shift your direction, my precious child. What is needed is a clear understanding to stop those small, repeated behaviors that go against your deepest core. This pivotal moment is not about acquiring more information. It is about remembering the truths you already carry inside and then living as if you truly believe them. This could mean waking with intention to organize your time in a way that truly brings you peace, instead of disturbing it. It might mean releasing relationships that no longer support who you are growing into, not out of resentment, but from a place of expansion. Perhaps it involves adjusting how you use what you have to align with your genuine priorities, or finding still moments in a bustling home to listen for my gentle direction that has been reaching for you. It might be opening sacred writings, not from duty, but because their wisdom feeds your insight. It could be walking in the natural world without interruption, finding rest in silence, seeking my presence more than precise solutions. Even the most ordinary actions become significant when done with clear purpose. Your daily existence gains profound meaning when it aligns with your authentic purpose. You are not asked to change everything at once, my beloved child, but you are asked to take a step, any step, that shows me you are listening, that you are moving forward, that you are receptive. For the next part of your purpose will not become clear through standing still. It will reveal itself through your readiness to follow my leading. This readiness might seem subtle to others. It could be choosing not to fall back into old ways of responding. It might be calmly waiting for what I am still arranging. It could be honoring a day of quiet, not just as an instruction, but as a way to renew your inner peace. Yet beneath this stillness, I observe your inner work, and such work is always acknowledged. I respond to your movement forward. When your deeds align with my gentle nudges, that is when your journey accelerates. That is when my perfect timing is no longer a far-off wish, but a current reality. That is when your receptive choices bring to you the connections, insights, and responsibilities that have been awaiting your preparedness. This is how your direction changes. This is how fresh seasons of advancement begin. Not from greater exertion, but from deeper connection with me. And this profound bond has been the core message all along. A bond with your authentic self. A bond with your greatest possibility. A bond with the magnificent plan I hold for your existence. Understand this plainly, my beloved child. Such a profound bond always asks for something in return. It will ask you to release the simple comfort of staying the same. It will ask you to let go of the mistaken belief that others must completely understand your path. It will ask you to give up the fragile sense of security that comes from waiting for perfect circumstances. Yet what you receive is far greater than what you release. You will discover clear understanding, steady conviction, and a deep inner quiet that surpasses all reason. This peace is not won through striving, but welcomed through surrender. When you truly live from your deepest knowing, my child, your life unfolds fully, right now. So as this period progresses, and as the coming months are shaped by your choices, let your life reflect the truth you already hold within. Do not seek external proof for what your spirit already recognizes. Your inner self holds no doubt. Your inner being is not lost. Your true path is not delayed. What is needed now is a deeper, active affirmation, a practical affirmation, an affirmation that appears in your words, in your moments of quiet, in what you hold dear, in what you release, in what you commit to, in how you live your purpose, even when no one else sees it. That is genuine trust. That is aligning with my purpose. That is how your spirit truly expands. Not through loud demands, but through quiet inner decisions that bring great effect. And when you live in this manner, my beloved child, everything around you will begin to align with the truth you embody. Others may not notice it once, but I have already witnessed it within you. So take a breath, find your calm center. Choose one small step today that your future self will value. Not for its size, but for its honesty to your commitment. Speak to me as if I am listening, for I am. Release what no longer serves you without looking back. Begin again without harsh self-judgment. Find your peace without worry. And this very moment is the appointed time. I invite you now into a quiet space of peace and openness. This is more than a simple invitation. It is a deep bond, a conversation between your inner being and my spirit. Wherever you are right now, moving, at home, or in quiet sorrow, know this: I am near. I am attentive. So breathe deeply. Let go of what distracts you. Place your hand over your heart. Let this be the time when what you held back is freed, when what was hidden comes to light, when what was gently spoken becomes real. Release your need to understand every detail. Let go of your expectations about timing, and instead simply affirm, not just for hearing them, but for truly receiving them. This was not just information. It was a profound connection. A time that may seem calm outwardly, yet has shifted much within you. And this inner reshaping, my precious one, will begin to show itself in quiet, unexpected ways. You might find yourself observing situations with a clarity you did not possess before, seeing beyond surface appearances to the deeper truths at play. The noise of hurried days may lessen its hold, allowing a different kind of awareness to settle within your thoughts. This is not about forcing change, but about recognizing the gentle unfolding already underway. Do not mistake this natural shedding for loss, my child. What truly serves your highest purpose will remain, strengthened by this period of refinement. What hinders your true expression will simply lose its grip, no longer able to hold you in a place you have outgrown. This quiet internal work prepares you for a new level of engagement with the world. You are being readied not for a distant future, but for the very next phase of your existence. What you are experiencing is a stripping away of all that is not truly you, allowing your inherent radiance to shine without obstruction. This requires a deep and abiding trust, my beloved. Trust in the unseen hand that guides each step. Trust in the wisdom that orchestrates every encounter, and most importantly, trust in the profound goodness within your own core. When you encounter moments of doubt, when the old ways of thinking try to reclaim their hold, simply pause. Take a calm breath. Remember that you are held in an unwavering embrace. The answers you seek are not found in frantic searching, but in quiet receptivity. The greatest insights often arrive when you are most still, when your mind is quieted and your heart is open to receive. This period asks for your presence, not your constant effort. It asks for your quiet acknowledgement, not your forceful intervention. You are moving towards a time when your inner world and your outer experiences will increasingly harmonize. This means that what you truly believe, deep within your spirit, will start to manifest more clearly in your daily life. It is a time for genuine integration, where your actions become a mirror of your innermost convictions. If you have been hesitant to speak your truth or to act on your deepest nudges, this period will offer gentle yet firm prompts to do so. The universe is responding to the authentic core of who you are becoming, not to the old patterns you once inhabited. Do not be afraid of the spaces that open up when old connections or circumstances recede, my child. These are not empty voids. They are sacred clearings, preparing room for what is truly meant for you. What departs is making space for what arrives, and what arrives will be more aligned with your elevated state. This is a time of profound discernment, where your spirit intuitively knows what belongs and what must be released for your ultimate well-being. Your strength is not measured by how much you can endure, but by how readily you can let go of what no longer nourishes your spirit. This may feel counterintuitive in a world that often values holding on, but I tell you, my beloved one, true liberation comes from releasing your grip. It is in this act of letting go that you create the necessary room for fresh possibilities, for deeper connections, and for a more profound sense of purpose to enter your existence. Remember that every experience you have encountered, every lesson learned, every challenge overcome has prepared you for this very moment. Nothing has been wasted. The wisdom you carry, often unspoken, is now being called forth to guide you. You are not being thrown into something unprepared. You are being called to step into your readiness, to embody the understanding you have already gained. This time is not about proving your worth, my child. Your worth is inherent, an eternal aspect of your being. It is about revealing the magnificent truth that already resides within you. The path ahead requires you to walk with an inner knowing rather than external validation. It asks you to trust the subtle promptings that arise from within, even when they defy logical explanation or common expectation. They are signals from your spirit, guiding you towards the next steps in your unfolding. These invitations may not always appear in grand gestures. They might come as a sudden curiosity, a quiet longing, or a feeling of deep resonance with something previously unnoticed. This is my gentle hand, directing you towards what is meant to be. The quiet understanding you are gaining will serve as your compass. It will guide you through decisions, both large and small. It will help you discern what truly matters and what is merely a distraction. This period is a profound opportunity to deepen your connection with your authentic self, the self that is always whole, always aligned with my perfect design for your existence. So walk forward with courage, my child, not a bravery that defies fear, but one that embraces trust. Trust in the process, trust in your inner wisdom, and trust in my unwavering presence. You are not alone in this unfolding. I am with you in every quiet moment of discernment, in every act of release, and in every step you take towards the person you are truly becoming. This is your time to live from a place of deep inner truth, to embody the peace you have discovered, and to allow your life to reflect the profound wisdom that has been awakened within you. This is the essence of your next chapter. It is here. This new beginning is not a distant goal, my child, but a living reality you step into with each conscious breath. You might not always perceive grand shifts, for the truest changes often unfold in quiet moments of steady decision. Each morning brings a fresh chance to align with the clarity that has settled within you. Do not seek outward validation for the quiet knowing that now guides your choices. Your spirit recognizes its path, and that recognition is sufficient. The way forward is not paved with struggle, but with simple acceptance of the truth I have placed within your core. As you navigate your days, you will find that the gentle whispers of your inner guide become clearer, more insistent. These are not burdens, my beloved, but invitations to live authentically, to honor the deep wisdom you carry. You are not meant to force outcomes, but to allow your life to naturally arrange itself around the truth you embody. This requires patience, not passivity. It calls for a quiet confidence that understands its own value without needing to prove it. The experiences that arrive will serve to deepen this understanding. Encounters, situations, and even moments of quiet reflection will act as confirmations of your path. You are not walking this journey alone. My steady presence is with you, guiding each step, illuminating the way. Embrace the unfolding, my cherished one. Release the need to control every detail, and instead, trust the current that carries you. This is a time of profound peace, born from living in harmony with your truest self. Your next steps are already known to me, and they are always towards your greatest good. My cherished child, you have stayed with me through this sacred unfolding, and your heart's hunger for truth, your spirit's readiness to receive, has drawn you to this very moment. This is not a casual encounter, but a divine appointment. For the season you are in demands more than mere listening. It calls for sacred action. Let this sacred message resonate again within your soul, allowing its truths to settle deeper and become the bedrock of your next steps. For this portal of divine timing, while open now, is not endless. The next layer of revelation, the next step in your purpose, awaits your active agreement. As one whose heart has been stirred, express your heart's agreement with this message. Let your testimony rise not just for your own clarity, but as a light for others still searching. Your engagement with this sacred work enables my light to reach those who desperately need to find their way home. Know that I am preparing the next word for you, the next instruction for your path. Return for deeper understanding, for my presence remains a constant, guiding you into all truth. My peace envelops you, my beloved. My favor rests upon you. Walk in the freedom I have declared, knowing that your courageous yes reaches me.